This is the Honest Sauce intro song. I won't take too long because it's spicy, yeah. Oh, so spicy, yeah. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Honest Sauce and Spicy Stuff Reviews. And today, I'm a little confused about this. I think it's a hot sauce, but it could be a spicy food. It's called the Preserved Harvest Roasted Pineapple and Habanero Sauce. But it's in a jar, and it looks pretty thick and chunky. But it says it's a sauce, so maybe just a sauce, not a hot sauce. I don't know. I'll decide where to put this in my playlist, I guess, after I try it. But before we get into this, as always, if you could give me a like, hit the subscribe button, as well as the notification bell, I'd appreciate it. If you want to check out the Facebook page, do that and follow me on Facebook. But I would really like to know if you have any questions, comments, or recommendations, and you can put those down in the comment section, and I will make every effort to answer your comments, questions, and try your recommendations. Okay? If you're new to the channel, before I do the review, I like to do a little bit of a talk where I just talk about things that are not hot and spicy related, and kind of things that from my own personal experiences in life and things I've gone through, or just ideas that I have in my head or thoughts that I have in my head that might be a bit heady, for some people. But if you don't want to do that, you just want to go and watch the reaction and stuff, there'll be a timestamp down below. You can go ahead and skip forward at that point. Otherwise, you'll see me in a different outfit, and the next time you see me dressed like that, I'll be doing a hot sauce review. All right? So let's go ahead and get into the talk. All right, everybody, let's go ahead and get into a topic today. I've been working on some things and looking at some things and mulling them over in my head, and I think today I want to talk about interconnectedness and how is the world interconnected, and maybe even like some more bigger, headier ideas that go along with that. So is the world interconnected? I mean, I feel like it is. I could point out to things like global markets. I could point out to capital and trade. We're connected through nature, and that's because we're dependent on it for our survival, pretty much. And then also through things like our technologies that we've developed, as far as like travel goes, airplanes, vehicles, boats, as well as things like, the internet and computers and cell phones and all of those type of things. Even just like regular telephones and, things connected us in the past, as even like messengers, homing pigeons, all that kind of stuff. And I would have to even venture to say that I feel like ideas connect us, because I know I have ideas, and I know that other people have these ideas that could be halfway around the world, and that in itself I feel like is a way to feel connected to people and to the planet. So even if we push out farther from that to like maybe our solar system, is our solar system connected? Are we connected to that? And I would probably say yeah, because things like the moon affect our tides, and which in turn affect other things in nature, other species, fish, mating seasons, and things like that for other species. And then like even just other planets in our solar system with their gravitational pull, along with that of the moon, can affect our planet as well, as far as like our orbit around the sun goes, or the tilt that we have in our travel around the sun. It can affect those things because we get pulled on by these like large bodies, and even some of the larger planets, like Jupiter or whatever, can affect the gravity of the sun, causing more sunspots to happen, which then affect like different amounts of intense light that we get from the sun, which then can cause things like skin cancer, or it can cause other certain species to suffer while other species thrive, and that kind of thing. So I feel like our galaxy and us and our planet are all connected. So what if we go out further than that? Like, is the universe, do we have an interconnection with the universe? And while it's probably not as apparent or or in our face like the solar system is, there are lots of other things in the universe that can affect us, like other galaxies. And even if like within our own galaxy we have things like comets and things that travel around, you know, between different solar systems and in and out of things. But like even galaxies passing by other galaxies can cause a change in how they travel through the universe and affect them that way. And not to mention that galaxies can collide and sometimes do, and you know, collision is a pretty definite sign that things are connected in a way. And then even like more on like a more headier kind of topic, we have things like quantum entanglement, where a molecule in one space can, and you do something to it, will affect a molecule in another space exactly at the same time in the same way. And who's not to say that that's not happening all over the universe when you do that? Maybe multiple molecules can be affected and interconnected in ways that we just don't even understand yet because we haven't gotten there yet. I mean, I think as we travel on, we'll start to understand more and more how like things within our galaxy are interconnected to us, as well as like things with the outside of our galaxy in the bigger universe are connected to us. So I know that there was a point in time where I didn't feel like I was connected to things. I felt very kind of like just an individual that's living in a world where I'm not affected by other people or other things, and I didn't feel like I felt kind of alone in that, you know? And then there came a point in time where I did start to have these ideas of like, oh, you know, I am very small when compared to the grander picture of our planets, our galaxy and solar system and the universe and stuff like that. And that made me start looking for a little bit more answers. And some of the things that I try to do to find this connection with things, because I feel like it's very important to me to feel connected to being here, to my existence, and being connected with everything. It's important to me, and I guess that's kind of a form of my spirituality. But some of the things I started doing was spending a lot more time in nature, going out into the woods, going on hikes, going out to the waterfront, sitting there listening to waves, watching, you know, insects fly around, butterflies, even like, you know, things that you might not think of as a good thing, like wasps and bees and just like all kinds of insects and animals, and understanding that being in those spaces with these things at those moments is a connection, whether I put all of my being into understanding that and being connected and being in the moment with those things, or I don't. I'm still affecting things when I'm there, and those things are affecting me. So yeah, going into the woods is a good thing. A really good thing I like to do is go to the beach and dig my feet into the sand, or walk out into the grass barefoot and kind of clench my toes in there and kind of try to pull the grass up with my toes, and just feeling grounded here and feeling the gravitational pull of the planet on me. It fills me with a sense of peace and quietness and contentment, and the realization that I am here, that we're all here, that I am part of it, and I'm part of, like, not just the planet, but I'm also part of the community I'm in. I'm part of the neighborhood. I'm part of, like, other people's lives. Like, all these things start coming to me, and all this it seems so simple, but it's so, like, mind-blowing that we get to experience this, and that I myself can, like, sit there and go out and be in the world in a way that makes me feel like I'm not alone. Because when I wasn't feeling connected to things, I felt alone a lot. You know, even with other people, I felt like, well, my experiences and what their experiences, and while there are subtle difference in people's experiences, you are affecting other people's experiences during life, and they're affecting your experience during life. And, you know, that makes me feel like I'm not alone, and I think that's a good thing, you know, especially, you know, when you consider how small our lives really are and how they happen in like such a blink of an eye, you know. And in the bigger picture of like the universe, like I am like actually like so small, and it's important for us to not feel alone in this bigness of everything. And I think, and another reason I think that it's important to feel connected, because you lose sight of what's really important in life if you're not connected. You lose sight of your connection to other people, like I've said, and to nature, and to like just the wind blowing and the oxygen in the air. And that gives me a sense of something bigger than me, right? And when I have this sense of like I'm not the center of my universe or the universe, it takes the pressure off of me having to be, you know, perfect. And I don't have to be the best at something. I don't have to be the greatest of all time. I don't have to be, you know, successful to where I have so much money I don't know what to do with. I don't have to have the praises of other people. And I think that this is important, because just being in awareness and being connected to the beauty of everything around us, it can change my perspective of the world and let me know that I am in a world that's full of all this beauty, and that gives me hope and gives me purpose, and that I don't have to be in a world that's filled with fear and horrible things. You know, those things are out there, but maybe those things are caused because people aren't as connected or feeling as connected as we should be. And if we could all find this interconnectedness in the world and learn to nurture that and other people without selfishness, without, you know, any of the judgment or anything, maybe then at some point we can all end up finding some peace and purpose and contentment in life, you know? Anyway, that's what's been going through my head. I hope you enjoyed the talk. I've been trying to do better at these things. If you enjoyed this topic, let me know what you think about what I said down below. I'm not looking to debate anybody, mind you. These are just my thoughts, and I just wanted to share them with you all. If you guys like this content, also please let me know down below, because as I said in the last video, if you guys aren't into this, I can do another YouTube channel that's just this, and I can just do hot sauce reviews here. But I want to be more than that. I want to be more than just your normal hot sauce review channel and spicy stuff review channel and stuff. So, okay. So, other than that, let's just go ahead and get back into the hot sauce review. All right, everybody, we're back, and I am super curious about this. I'm expecting it to be pretty sweet with the pineapple and everything, but I'm curious why they call it a sauce. So, there is things written on the side, so let's go ahead and read it. It says, "At Preserved Harvest, we are dedicated to giving you the most wholesome pantry packers in the marketplace. We believe in preserving the harvest while it's at its peak of ripeness, not only for our families, but for the families in all communities. For this reason, we give a portion of our sales to benefit local food banks, ensuring all families are able to enjoy wholesome goodness no matter where they are." That's super freaking cool. I will say that. I'm all about it. I'm all about that. They have a website or anything? I don't know. If they have a website or anything, it will be in the description and stuff in case you want to go try their stuff so you can support, you know, local families and stuff that need it. That's great. There are ingredients, and as always, we're going to get into that. Okay, we have pineapple, sugar, water, jalapeno peppers, pectin, citric acid, roasted garlic, and habanero peppers. All right, it's shared on equipment used with pecans too, so I'm assuming they do some pecan-y goodness as well. Yeah, this is pretty natural made and stuff, and it says it's a small batch and hand-packed, so I appreciate the small batches and the hand-packed stuff. The ingredients make me think that this is more of a preserve though. So, I guess there's one way to find out, so let's go ahead and open it and see what we got. All right, I mean, you can look at it, and it's really thick. There's lots of, like, pineapple chunks in there. We got some pepper flakes and stuff, some seeds. But doesn't it almost look like a dessert topping, like the crushed pineapple you see on sundaes and stuff, right? So let's pop this open. Ooh. Look at that. Look at that, right? So I guess I'm not going to be pouring it. I'm just going to scoop some out. Alright, I think that's good. I'm not sure how hot this is going to be, so I want to be a little bit careful. Ooh, got some on my thumb. I want to be a little bit careful at first. And who knows, maybe this is going to be one of those things that I want to try on ice cream, right? So you can look at it. Look at that, right? I bet you this would be good. I'm dripping. Sheesh. I bet you this would be good on some cornbread and stuff too, right? So, you know, not much else to say about it except it looks really good, it looks nice, and I'm ready to get into it. Oh yeah, it smells very pineapple, very sweet. I could get a little bit of the garlic in the background and stuff, but it just smells sweet like pineapple and everything. So, very curious about this. And let's go ahead and get into Preserved Harvest roasted jalapeno and habanero sauce. Cheers, everybody. That's pretty fucking delicious. It's not blowing me out with the heat. I get the habanero flavor and a little bit of warmth out of it, but that's a dessert topping right there, boy. If I ever had one, that's super, super good. Very fresh tasting. Not getting a lot of roastedness off of it, but that doesn't mean they didn't roast the pineapple and then peeled it and did it that way. Very sweet, very pineapple forward. A nice little wave of habanero and savoriness in it. It doesn't. It leans more sweet though, right? And I love like there's still a bit of a crunchiness to the pineapple. It's not totally soft and soggy, but I love that texture difference. It's very, very good. This, of course, I'm gonna say you're gonna have to put on a Hawaiian pizza if you like Hawaiian pizza, because let's be honest, this is just gonna make that pizza like the best pizza you've ever had, right? For sure. I would venture to put this on ice cream. I would venture to put it like on a lot of desserts. Maybe mix it into a cake mix. If you're making like a white cake or something, this would probably be really good in that. Or like an orange cake, if you did like an orange cake with some of this like mixed in with the batter and then baked, that would be really, really good. I think it makes like, it's almost like a chutney type thing. So this is going to be fantastic with any kind of Indian food. It's going to go great. Like if you want to make a curry, put some of this in it. That would probably be good. I think this would be awesome if you're into cornbread and you want to put it on cornbread. That'd be great too. You could probably even blend this up, like puree it up some more and then make a barbecue sauce with it, or like a salad dressing with it. It would be pretty good. And I think if you pureed it up, you could probably brush it on grilled vegetables and it would just make them super delicious, you know, like Hawaiian barbecue style. Matter of fact, if you do any pulled pork, maybe mix some of this in with the pulled pork. That would probably be super, super good on a sandwich or something. Yeah, I'm very, very impressed with this. This is super good. So much so, I'm gonna eat some more. Yeah, that's fantastic, man. So glad I got this. I picked this up at the at a farmer's market, the big giant farmer's market in Birmingham, Alabama. I'm very glad I did get this, and it was one of those things I kept looking at, like, do I want to try it? Do I not? Very glad I tried it. I'm going to check and see if they have a website to see if there's some other stuff that they have that I might want to try. If anybody else has tried this, please let me know what you think about it, because I find this amazing. This is, like, super good. I'm very, very, very blown away and surprised. And it's like super natural. There's like nothing artificial put in there. I mean, there's pectin, but that's from fruit, which I believe makes this vegan. Yeah, this is vegan. There's some citric acid in there. I'm assuming that's to preserve the color and keep it from oxidizing and stuff. But like, I am super, super, super duper duper impressed by this. Yeah, if there's something like that you guys have had, let me know what you would want to use something like this on, because I'm curious what you would say. Because it's so chunky and everything. It just reminds me of a sundae, a delicious sundae that has a little kiss of warmth. And when I say heat, like, I didn't even hit a 1 on it. It was very much in the background. You definitely had the habanero flavor and the garlic and stuff in there, but otherwise it's very manageable. So don't be afraid to try this if you're kind of like just getting into hot stuff. This will be like just perfect. It's gonna make you want to like eat the whole jar. I bet you this would be super good on a PB&J too, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I might try that later. So yeah, good job, Preserved Harvest, man. Good job. All right. So if you guys have any like preserved stuff that you've tried that's hot and spicy, let me know. I want to try to get into more stuff like this, so put that down in the comment section below. And other than that, I think it's that time of the video where I tell you guys to love yourself, nurture yourself, take care of yourselves. Just kind of push all that out to the people around you, your friends, family, loved ones, coworkers, and stuff like that. You might start to see a shift in them, which also might shift your worldview and your environment a little bit. And I think that's a good thing, and I think we kind of need that right now, don't you? All right, till next time, keep trying hot and spicy stuff, and I will talk to you guys then. Love you all. Peace. This is the Honest Sauce intro song. I won't take too long because it's spicy, yeah. Oh, so spicy, yeah. All right, everybody. I'm curious about this. I hope you enjoyed the talk.